Hello everyone, it's Cynthia with Including You Journals. I'm so glad that you could join me today. I am creating pockets using some Edith Holden paper and other little fussy cuts and ephemera that I've found. But I am creating a long, thin pocket to go on either side of my journal on the inside. It does give it a little bit of stability. I have to pay homage to where it is due, and I get this from Wendy Connors Beckett at Wendy's Journal Adventures. It does give some heft and some stability to your journal to be able to do this, and it's something that I have continued to do after having seen her do this years ago and have learned it from her. So let me tell you what I did. I didn't bring you along for all of the gluing, cutting, etc. to make the pockets, and the I have to hold that circle punch so hard that I make a loud clipping noise, and I just simply didn't want to put everybody through that today. So I took manila, an old manila envelope like this, and just put it on my paper trimmer and cut it to the size that I wanted. It's about 3 inches wide, maybe a little bit less than that. I think this is less than that, sorry. It is 2 3/4 of an inch wide. And then I just wanted it to go the height of this journal cover page. So I will be gluing this in here, and then this one will go on the back cover. Let me make sure I'm getting that in here. But then I also want cards to go with those. So very quickly, let me see if I can get some of my tacky glue to shake down in the bottle. I hope everybody's doing well today. The day that I am taping, and I am taping a little bit ahead of time, it is pouring. Well, it's not pouring the rain now, but it has been raining this morning. And I'm going to create an actual pocket here. So I am gluing along that long side and along the top and the bottom as well. I would, if I had art glitter glue handy, I would use that art glitter glue just as easily as I'm using that Aleene's tacky glue. But because it does stick well on fabric like the tacky glue does, but I really don't have that handy, and not to mention the fact that I really do like the Aleene's tacky glue when I'm using taping or gluing, rather not taping, but gluing anything into onto fabric. It seems to work well that way. And I'm going to set something on top of that to make sure it's down. I could simply use a pen, not a safety pin, but yeah, you know what those little clips are called. I can't think of it right now. Paper clips. That's all it's called, Cynthia, paper clip. Okay, and now I'm gluing in this one in the front of the book, and then I'll be ready to work on the and hopefully you could see, I should have put them side by side, but I have an Edith Holden page that I cut right down between 2 birds, and one on the front side inside cover and one on the back inside cover. Excuse the crinkling. I'm grabbing something that I know I can close and it won't stick to it. That way I'll have that ready to go as well. Let's see how this one's doing. Okay. Excuse me for the reach. And I'm going to set this out of the way here momentarily. I don't see any glue that's coming out of that. I'll weight that down. One more time to reach as I'm pushing this out of the way. And I'm getting that light that wants to dance all over the place. I hope it's not creating crazy shadows. Now, the cards that will go inside of those pockets are here. And what I've been working on is, again, I just simply used what I had left over of this manila folder. I'm not going to cover that with anything because you can write on that. Sometimes I cover it, but I'm not going to in this time. And this, I found an Edith Holden-esque, and it was in that pink color like my pockets flower. And I've just cut it down the center so that I could use portions of that on either one of my journaling cards. One journaling card I backed with paper. This is from a thin 12 by 12 pack scrapbooking paper. It is not cardstock at all. And then, of course, this is encyclopedia paper, excuse me, from the early 1900s. And I've just glued that on there. I have some paper from my reminders book. It's a little thin book that I purchased recently, and this was in ink. And I thought this might be pretty to use as part of my background and decoration. And let's see if I can come here. We'll go up with that, and we'll trim off a little bit more of this edge, and I think that's fine there. I don't want to cover that up, but can I do that? I can. Oh, I like that. Okay, so that's good. That's only one page, and I still have pieces that I can use on something else. Excuse me. Oh, please excuse me. I'm sorry. It is morning when I'm videotaping, and it is allergy season for me, so that's a typical thing. I'm not getting sick. And I haven't been up long enough to do a lot of talking. This is my first video. And let's see, let's put this down first. And I'm using my Yoo-Hoo glue stick. And I'm butting just this straight edge up against the edge of the card so that it can sit right there. Just making sure that I don't have any glue bits. I love this golden butterfly. It is very Edith Holden-esque. Okay. There's a straight edge at the top, and on the left-hand side, I'm just butting that up there. I think I'm butting that up there. Let's turn it a little bit. One nice thing about working with Yoo-Hoo glue stick, or I guess any glue stick, is that there is maneuverability that comes along with that as it is drying. So I love that. Okay. I don't know what the name of this flower is. Is it a Johnny Jump Up or that Jack in the Pulpit flower? Some kind of a woodsland or woodsy flower, I think, a little wildflower in our area. colors are really pretty. I like all that. Let's see if we can find a label to go with it. And I did pull this flower out. This is what I used, except for my background was on a darker, more manila background. And I just cut right in between those two and put one on one and one on the other. And I thought that worked just fine. This is a little too new. And I have a little label, oval label like that. How does that look? Okay, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. A French word. And I'm not sure, but I think this came from a cigar band. Okay. And we'll see what this all looks like as I open that journal and put the cards back in. Now, notice I did not cut these in a tag formation. I didn't do tickets. I may choose to do something like that here in just a minute as soon as I finish what I'm doing. And we open them up, and I may just leave them plain. Excuse the reach. Pull the cards out of the way. And see if we have success there. Yes. And success here. Yes, it is. Okay, great. Let's see what these cards look like. Now, I want the flower sticking out, so I'm going to choose to use this one here. Oh, I like that. Okay, so I know what I'm going to do. Instead of making a tag or a ticket or anything else, I'm simply going to round the corners with a corner rounder. I like the finished look that rounding your corners or doing something to your corners does. Oh, I so apologize for my throat, my voice. But not only that, when you don't have those hard angled edges, what's nice about that is it seems to go in and out. And I see a little bit of where something's not stuck down well. Okay, that has it. When you round these corners, it just makes it easier, it seems like, to go in and out of pockets. Wow, I like that, and I think it goes nicely together. Okay, and then we'll flip to the back. And the card will be on the outside again. Not the card, but the flower will be on the outside again. Okay, so I think maybe you can see both of those. I like how they look together. The pink picks up on the pinkness that's in this flower here, as well as on this side. I like that. All right, that's a done deal for this journal, and it does make that page so much heftier, so that worked really well. Okay. I don't want any glue splotches, so just double checking that. Okay, very good. All right, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll take this a step further and do something fun with it in your own journals. Have a great day. See you next time.